Well, he just started going down there, just looking for something different in his life, like,
Right.
we all do, different
Sure.
things, and his happened to be the church,
Right.
and then he was involved with the music down there, and played the drums, and we'd go down and watch once in a while,
Right. Okay.
proud of him for the direction he was headed, I mean, he was,
Right.
he was headed in the right direction. If he was looking for God to be a part of his life, it was an awesome start,
We had a great big collection of hosta, and he used to just look at those childlike. Now, Mom, what is that one? And how did you learn about that? And just this childlike wonder,
Right.
which is about all of this, which is upsetting as a mother, or even as parents, more so maybe me, is this. Now I'm going to cry. This gentle, meek, childlike soul that's been manipulated to a place where he doesn't even know who he is. We had an enemy on the
Say
planet.
like
There
5 or
wasn't
6 years. Yeah.
anyone who had a bad thing to say about Nate. They would go, "That's your son," and almost step back because he was so, and we don't say perfect, but he was so Jesus-like. He would always ask me, "Mom, why is it that little kids come up to me? Why is it that when I kneel down, they just come up to me?" And I said, "Honey, that's Jesus. It doesn't get any simpler than that, and I can't explain it to you, but that's the love. That's the love." Kind, caring, loving youth group leader, and self-taught with the guitar, and then all of a sudden sitting on the stool next to Doug being knit in a relationship. They said it was just weird. Most people left. It was just weird. This man gets away with and has indoctrinated our son and other people with these ways. That's the crime. People go there thinking they're hearing the word of God, and it's really the word of a man. And that's when they start to get this feeling in their belly, like, wow, this just doesn't feel okay. So the hour that we had with them at Stella Blues was basically a 45-minute message that we know now. I mean, it was like Doug had written this for Nate. It wasn't Nate's words. A lot of it, he was right in our face he's never pointed his finger at me. And he was, "Mom, you two have never wanted to know what I've done or who I am, and tonight you're going to hear who I am." And it was like it was not good, and that was the last time we've seen our son. He said, "I have laid at the foot of my father's throne with my best friend Doug, and I'm a free man. I know you don't like Doug, but I love this man. And I spend from 8 in the morning until 8 at night with him. And it's almost like there's not a damn thing you can do about it." How can a 49-year-old man go in front of a judge and say, "I want to adopt this 32-year-old man"? And they say, "Sure." It doesn't say name change. It says adoption. He was Nathaniel Robert Hagedorn.
Okay.
He's Nate Robert Lebsack.
And yeah, then you look at it and it's just like, it makes you sick to your stomach,
Right.
to see these their new birth parents,
Right.
well, that wasn't a good day,
Right.
And it's like Nate hasn't had a chance, and we feel his free will has been stripped from him, if
Right.
that's possible, and that he doesn't right now have the mind to say, "This feels icky, I don't like it."
This isn't about just our son. It's a big part of it for us because these other people have been hurt, but they're mending, or however they're doing it with their families, but our son's he's still in the mess,
Right.
and so that's what bothered us more than anything. You'll never give up on your children, no matter what they've gotten into. It's just, that's our makeup here. We want Nate to know that if he does snap out of it, however that may happen, that he's always going to be loved and he's always going to be welcome here back at his home, because that's just the way it goes.